Lewington, very good morning to you.
Good morning.
Into Chat GPT, and they're just getting 20S.
Already, this has kicked off a bit of an arms race that there are plagiarism bots that are now looking for work that's been created by the AI. Some students are getting wise to that, and they're now using paraphrasing bots for what the AI has created so that it can't be identified. But there is a question here, really, moving forwards, as to whether this is actually cheating. Is taking a calculator into a maths exam cheating? Is this just the future? And does it actually level out the playing field for some people who aren't as good at writing as others?
It is, aren't they?
Of course, this emerged at the end of 2022 and came as a surprise to a lot of people, even a lot of people working in technology. We knew that we were heading in this direction, but for something so impressive to emerge was still quite surprising to a lot of people. And also the fact that it's open for us to all try. And that's, of course, what's been really novel here, is that a lot of this stuff was going on behind the scenes, but we were at the point where suddenly we can test it. And it won't be long before there'll be others as well. Google will probably bring something pretty soon as well. And we're looking at a small amount of data that, at this point, compared to what there's going to be later this year, it's still an absolutely huge amount, but that's going to grow exponentially. So the AI itself doesn't know anything. It's just drawing on a lot of data and using statistical probability as to what the right thing to say is. So it's not necessarily correct, because there will often be a difference between what a human and what a machine thinks is wrong. For example, the difference between going to Oxford or Cambridge to the person who went to one or the other is a huge difference, but to the AI it would consider them similar things.
Does this mean, though, that we're going to have to change? You have the student in front of you, and then you...
Quite probably. I'm not a teacher. I don't know anything about teaching. I'd be a terrible teacher. So, yes, probably, things need to be rethought. But this is what happens with technology in general. We need to rethink the way that we live and the way that we react to things. And this isn't going to go away. This is only going to get more data and get cleverer and become more of a part of our lives.
It's interesting you say that, you know, like Gillian Keegan being asked to intervene.
I love Nick Cave, but only Nick Cave can stand...
And, Lara, the point about it is...
...upon the past, but to do things in a different way.
Lara, thanks so much for bringing us up to speed.
Pleasure.
And do get in touch with us if you're... You know, it's all fun and games, isn't it? Until also we're going to have to adapt.
The way in which we, ask them questions about what the essay says and, you know, in some on the stage and perform a Nick Cave song. I say that, of course, it's whether you understand and comprehend.
People will go, well, what's the difference between this and Wikipedia with this and just Googling?
A friend of mine who tried this about William Shatner from... All this can do is draw upon the past. What it can't do is create in the present.
Developed by a San Fran, because you are a former education secretary, people